Matt? Dean? I came as fast as I could. Where's Matt?
Cass's wedding, like everybody else, I guess, except you and me.
How did you get in here?
Kathleen fixed it up.
Well, I must be really crazy, you know, because I could have sworn that Grant told me that Matt had called and needed to see me. You?
Yeah, you.
You pretended to be Matt?
You said you couldn't see me anymore, and you're like the only friend I've got, so... I wanted somebody here to see this. I mean, this is really important to me.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna put it all together tonight. Right here where it happened.
You are.
I've been getting my memory back, you know that. And I've been doing a little detective work. I have been figuring out what every woman who wanted me shot was doing that day.
Well, I think that's a waste of time.
Why?
Jake, you have your health back. You're alive. You've got money. Why aren't you making plans for your future?
Huh. So, you don't think that I should try to figure out who it was that shot me, Paulina?
No, Jake, you do whatever you want, but don't include me.
Sure you don't want to help me
Yes,
fill in the
waiting.
blank?
No, I don't.
Oh, man, I don't want to do this alone. Maybe I can call the cops. You know what? Maybe Ryan Harrison will help me figure this out.
Jake,
Yeah.
I suppose I could stay for a little while.
Great. That's just great. You know what? Why don't we start with this?
Where did you get that?
The cops gave it back to me after all. It is my gun. Let's see. I kept this in a drawer that was right here. And the console that I was working at was something like this. How does that look to you?
Yeah, that's the way
That
it
tape
was.
recorder has a time code on it. That is going to come in very handy. Now, the way the cops told me the place was just a mess. A mess. So, I'll try to recreate that little mess. Why don't you do me a favor and take that chair and turn it over a little bit to the left there, okay? I said turn the chair over.
Why?
Because I was fighting for my life, not rearranging furniture. Anyway, pull some of those tapes out of there, string them around the floor. I want to see the same mess that I had that night. Good job, good job. There we go. Really big mess, and just like the cop said. Oh.
What else?
This is more like I remember.
What you remember?
One of the flashes that I had was that this whole place was messed up by somebody who hated my guts.
You weren't blameless, you know.
Yeah, I know. But the thing that makes me feel better is that I didn't pick up a gun and shoot an unarmed guy and leave him there to die. Somebody did that to me, Paulina, and nothing is going to be right in my life until I figure out who that was. Okay, where were we? Whoever shot me was standing right where you're standing right now. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Who would do that,
You're giving
Paulina?
me the
Who would
creep.
leave me here to die? You know them all.
Jake.
Think!
Vicky.
What?
Well, I always wondered about Vicky, that's all.
Well, she hates me enough now, that's for sure, and she would definitely plug someone that was threatening her or someone that she loved.
Like Marley.
But there was nothing going on between Vicky and me, not then.
You don't remember?
No, I don't. That's why you're here.
The night that it happened, earlier that day, you went to Tops. I saw you there. You were looking for Marley, but you ran into Vicky. She went crazy.
Vicky, where the hell is Marley?
You think I would tell you anything about my sister?
I can make you do just about anything I want.
Over your dead body.
Vicky was at the loft that night.
How do you know that?
She found me.
She did.
Yeah, she was the one that called the paramedics. If it hadn't been for her, I'd be pushing up daisies right now.
How do you know it was her?
She told me.
So she could be covering. Is there proof that she called?
It couldn't be her.
Why not?
Well, I got mine before 9 o'clock. They didn't call 911 until 10:20. Now, why would she wait that long before she called?
Well, I would think that'd be obvious.
No, the way I see it, Vicky came over here after she talked to Marley.
The way I hear it, Jake, they didn't talk. Marley was almost hysterical.
Did he rape you?
God, he tried.
You didn't let him, did you?
We just struggled.
What happened?
I just wanted out. I just wanted out.
I knew he was gonna do something like this. Baby, he's not gonna hurt you again.
Vicky was in a hurry to have it out with me.
Vicky, no, you can't.
You bet I'm going.
You can't see him.
He's hurt you too many times, Marley. He's not gonna get away with it again. I'll be back.
Vicky, don't.
He's not gonna do this to us anymore.
Vicky, don't.
Not anymore.
Vicky, no! No, Vicky!
She grabbed Marley's coat and she stormed out the door. When she got here, she found me in a pool of blood. That explains why Marley had blood on her coat.
What if she went home, found out what happened to Marley, came back here, shot you, and then got scared later and called 911?
Doesn't seem to me. Just doesn't.
Why not?
Because if Vicky was the one that shot me, she'd want to take credit for it.
She's been a liar all her life.
She's not a coward. Especially now when it comes to her family. No. She would not put Marley on trial and let Donna go to jail, especially if she was the one that had done the deed.
Well, I don't get it then. What else could have happened?
It's all starting to clear up. You see, Paulina, when Marley left here, she was so upset she had no idea what time it was. The police say it was like 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Vicky didn't show back up until 10:15. Between that time, I had another visitor. And that is the lady that shot me.
Lucy Ewing.
Okay, that leaves Donna and Iris and you, I guess.
Me?
Technically, I mean.
Jake, I was with Rachel the whole time.
Well, I know that. I know.
I mean, if anybody had anything to hide, it's Donna.
Have you destroyed the tape of me talking about our liaison?
Affair? Can you say affair, Donna? Sure you can. Actually, I was thinking of saving it for a souvenir.
You swore to me.
I don't want anybody to see a copy of that tape either.
If Michael or Marley see this tape, I'll lose everything. Do you
Don't
understand?
lay this on me. If you can't get
I'll
Michael back,
lose
it's not mine.
everything. Everything. Is that how you want my future to be?
The thing is, I did try to get rid of those tapes, and I never used them to blackmail Donna. You know what? I know what you're thinking right now.
You do.
You are thinking that Donna pulled off the ultimate scam in history.
Pretending to confess to save her daughter, then making sure that someone finds out about her alibi. Only Donna Hudson could pull off something
That's
like that.
definitely her style.
And she did testify in court that she told Cass and Frankie that she would do anything to stop you from marrying Marley.
There's only one problem with that theory.
What? I know. You say that she wasn't here that night.
She wasn't.
But how could you know, Jake? I mean, you could have blocked that out like you blocked out everything else. She could have had a key from when she worked here and snuck in after Marley left.
No, it didn't happen that way. I'm sure of it.
How can you be so sure?
Well, her alibi is real.
How do you know? How do you know that she didn't set it up?
I left Tops at 7 o'clock. It was right after that big fight I had with Vicky, and I went right to the garage where I was going to race out, and lo and behold, who do I see but Donna? Guess she just got finished talking to Frankie and Cass. Yo, Connie!
Wonderful. Just what I need.
Oh, come on, be nice. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about buying you a glass of champagne upstairs so that you and I could celebrate.
I don't want to be in the same room with you, Jake.
That's going to make Christmas a tad tricky.
What are you talking about?
That's why I was thinking about the whole Hudson clan gathering around the Christmas tree. There'd be you and Michael, there'd be Vicky and, well, Vicky and whoever she picked up. There'd be Marley and me.
Marley will be miles away from you by
wouldn't count
Christmas. She loves Jamie, and she's realizing that every day.
I don't think so, you know, because she's going to be Mrs. McKinnon tomorrow.
she's
I'm
not.
going to the airport, Donna. I'm picking up tickets. We're eloping tonight.
You don't believe that, Jake, and I certainly don't.
Like
either.
hell.
You're perspiring. What is that quaint theatrical expression they use? Flop sweat, isn't that what they call it? You're losing it, darling.
Just send you a cable from Rome. How about that, Mother Hudson?
My daughter is on to you.
Your daughter came back to Bay City to get me back. She's wearing my ring, isn't she? She didn't take it off, did she? You know something? I'm gonna really miss the big ceremony with all the family and friends. I was really looking forward to getting the first dance with the mother of the bride. Especially since the two of us move so well together.
You're disgusting.
And you love it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Tops right now, and I'm going to call Marley, and then I'm going to go over and see her, and then I'm going to tell her about you and me, and then she'll never see you
then
again.
you'll lose her.
At least I'll have the consolation of knowing I kept her away from you, and I can do it.
Something done. Damn! And she was gone. And I could tell she had up a head of steam. She might just do exactly what she said. I had to stop her. So I turned around and found that fancy car that she drives. And all of a sudden, she wasn't going very far anymore.
Did she call Marley?
How do I know? There's nobody home at Vicky's, and I figured Donna just went right down the elevator. She went to go get in her car, and the rest is, as they say, history.
So how come she didn't tell anybody about this?
Well, at first I figured it was what we talked about. Then I realized it covered the fact that she had an alibi.
But she really did.
Sure. She did. So, we can scratch Vicky, scratch Donna. What do you think that leaves?
Get into the glamour.
I had an appointment with my personal shopper.
Do you remember anything that I was doing for Iris before I was shy?
Why would I?
Well, I don't know, Paulina. You used to work for me, didn't you?
Yeah, but you did a lot of things after hours, Jake. One of them could have been for Iris.
You'd think I'd remember, though, wouldn't you?
Even if you can't, doesn't mean she didn't shoot you.
Pretty stupid for someone in Iris's position, wouldn't you think?
Iris thinks she's above the law. She thinks she can get away with anything. Ledger from Visions?
Yep, I keep down some of the outside work.
You did.
Gotta keep records, right?
If you're still deluding yourself about this party that Rachel is going to give you, if you think you're going to prance around this room calling yourself my father's daughter, then you're in for a big
You
surprise.
start making accusations in front of the family, and they will laugh you right out of the room. No one will believe you, Iris. Nobody respects you.
They will after this party,
Oh, and how's that?
because I'm going to expose you. I'm going to tell everybody about you and Ken Jordan.
Tell them what? There's nothing to tell.
There is proof, Pauline, and I'm going to find it. And you are going to lose everything.
Paulina. Paulina.
Did you find something?
Not yet. What's wrong? You all right? You were a little out of it there for a second.
I was just thinking about Grant. I should really get back to him.
You know, you think you could do me one more favor before you leave?
What?
Do you think that you could help me figure out what Iris was doing the day that I was shot?
How?
I mean, it really shouldn't be that big of a problem because I know what she was doing that evening.
You do.
Right. I went to the travel agency to pick up a couple of tickets. That was about 7 or 7:30, and there was Iris.
What was she doing?
She was trying to get tickets for a flight from Chicago to St. Moritz.
Every flight to St. Moritz is booked, even tourist class.
Then try another airline. I'll give $1,000 to the first person who offers me their seat. I've got to get out of this town.
Yes, ma'am.
You really have to start planning these little getaways in advance, Iris.
Where on earth have you been? I've been trying to call you all day.
I've been busy. McKinnon, I have 2 tickets.
Busy? You've been too busy to collect $250,000.
Money isn't everything, Iris.
It is to you, you little creep. Are you leaving town?
What's wrong with you? You look a little tired, Iris.
I'm exhausted. I've had a huge fight with Lucas, and I don't want to be jerked around or double-crossed by you, understood?
I heard that Lucas dumped you for Felicia. I'm really sorry.
Thank you. How kind of you, Jake. If you're trying to hold out for more money, it will not work.
You're the one that keeps talking about money, Iris.
Jake, I want those documents.
I wonder if Iris ever got to go skiing. Because I don't think she got the document she was looking for.
Why do you think she was so hot to get out of town?
I don't know, maybe it had something to do with the fight she had with Lucas.
Oh, come on, Jake. Those two fight every day. Don't you see?
See what?
She was planning her getaway, and you caught her at it. She knew what she was going to do to you.
Maybe.
She was blackmailing somebody. You were helping her. She wouldn't let you hang around, make trouble for her.
Oh, come on, Paulina. She was paying me off.
You think you would have settled for $250,000, Jake?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You had something on her,
You know something?
and she knew it.
You seem to know all about it.
Well, I know you. And I know Iris.
Maybe you're right.
I know
Maybe
I'm
you're
right. What are you doing?
Maybe you're right. I'm recreating that night. Okay, now, I remember I was laying down music. That's why I didn't hear whoever it was pick up the gun. Now, the police say that whoever shot me was facing me, just like this. And the impact of the bullet took me off my feet and spun me around. You know, Paulina, I remember my chest. It felt like it was on fire. Every breath I took felt like it was gonna be my last. But I didn't pass out. I saw someone.
Did you see? You remember who it was?
She was standing over me. Yeah. I do remember. It was Iris.
Are you sure?
I can remember the smell. I can She always wears that designer perfume. I am gasping for my last breath, and I can remember that all I could get was that perfume. And the bracelets. Bracelets. At the travel agency, I remember she was wearing the same bracelets. I could hear them now. What's she doing?
Did she still have the gun?
No, she couldn't have the gun because she was... Oh my God, Paulina, I am dying and this woman is going through my pockets.
Well, that sounds like Iris.
Yes, it does. But she's not going to find what she's looking for, Paulina, because it's already gone.
How do you know?
Someone had beat her to it. The person that shot me.
But there isn't anybody here.
Yes, there is. And you know who it is. As sure as you know your own name. Now, let's see. I had a date with Marley at 8 o'clock, and she was out of here by what? 8:30 p.m.? 8:30 p.m. on the time code readout is 20:30. Marley was gone, Paulina, and I had lost everything, but I couldn't think about that just yet. I turned the music on and it was loud. And I looked around the room and I found the ring that Marley had just given back to me. And I threw it against the wall. And the door opened and you walked in. I wasn't surprised. Get out, Paulina.
What happened in here?
You heard what I said. Get out.
Where's Marley?
Gone.
She break up with you?
No.
She did, didn't she?
She found out about you, Paulina. I wonder how that happened. Try to tell her it didn't make a difference, that you didn't mean anything to me.
You told me that if Marley broke up with you, you were going to tell everybody what you knew about me.
That's right. Why don't you go back to the Corey mansion and have yourself a big party? Because I don't think you're gonna be there a whole heck of a lot longer. Don't bother looking for the paper, Paulina. You won't find it, all right? We're gonna wait.
Give me the papers, Jake.
You're not gonna shoot me, Paulina.
I don't deserve to
You're
live.
not gonna shoot me.
You're not gonna ruin my life
not
like you've
gonna
ruined
shoot
everybody
me.
else's.
Put the gun away. Let go of the gun. It was you, Paulina. It was you.
You're wrong. Is this part of the game, Jake? Do I defend myself now?
Stuff I found at the adoption agency that proved that you weren't Mac's daughter. That was the little project I was working on for Iris. I was just getting ready to hand that over to her, and you found out about it. And you came here and you shot me. All so that I wouldn't tell your little secret.
Look at your stupid time code. I was in Rachel's living room at 8:30. She told me.
It wasn't 8:30!
Look at the time code. The time
The
code.
time code was wrong. See, that's the thing that nobody figured out, Paulina. Actually, there were two things that nobody figured out. The first one is that Marley was so upset when she left here that she had no idea what time it was. It was later. It was like 9 or 9:15. And I was alive. second. The second thing that nobody figured out was that the time code had been doctored. I wasn't shot between 8:30 and 9, was I? It was later. More like 10, huh? Now, Iris didn't know how to work that time code, neither did Marley, neither did Vicky, and hell, Donna worked here and she had no idea how to work it. No, Paulina, you knew how to work it. You were a very good student, weren't you? You learned a lot of things from me. All it took was a couple of buttons and you were in the clear. You probably didn't even know you were gonna set up Marley. You just got your papers. You changed the time code. And then you left me here to die while you went back to Rachel's house?
It wasn't quite like that.
Well, why don't you tell me how it was, Paulina?
You pushed me, Jake. You were going to destroy me. I'm not leaving here until you give me what you have on me.
And what exactly do you think that is?
Something that says that I'm not Matt Corey's daughter.
Very good, Paulina, very good.
It's a lie, Jake. And I want it.
How much do I get for it?
Please.
How much money do I get
I've
for it?
already given you all my...
Bad answer! That little piece of paper is going up for auction. It's all I've got left.
Something happened to you.
And you're bidding against Iris.
That's why you're like this. What did you do to Marley?
Shut up about Marley! If I was you, I'd start worrying about myself. Iris hates your guts. She's foaming at the mouth. She's so sick of you. And your little trust fund, that's what she spends for lunch.
Disgusting.
Don't you tell me I'm disgusting. The only reason I even came close to you is to get what I wanted. And I did. Pretty soon you're gonna be on the gutter where you belong, Paulina. Why don't you get the hell out of here, because I gotta get back to work. Don't even bother trying to find the paper, Paulina. Put the gun down. Put the gun down!
Just give me the papers.
You're not
that's all
gonna
I'm
shoot me,
asking.
Paulina.
Just
You're
give me the
not
papers.
gonna shoot me.
That's all
You have
I'm
enough guts to shoot
I
me,
just want the
Paulina.
papers.
Don't even think about it, all right?
Jake? Jake? You did it to yourself. You didn't give me any choice. What are you going to do?
I haven't decided yet.
I never meant to hurt you, Jake. Please. Jake! No! God! Jake! No! You, I am Pauline. Oh, God. Damn you, I am Pauline, I'm sorry. I am. I am. I am Paulina. I did everything you wanted, Jake. I paid you. I kept quiet about us. But that wasn't enough. Nothing was ever enough for you. You just hated me and you had to hurt me.
Yeah, well, you hurt me more.
Sometimes I wonder
Oh,
about
come
that.
on, Paulina.
You know, there was a time when I would have done anything for you. I actually thought I was falling in love with you. I was so stupid, but I thought you might feel the same way about me. But I was just a job for you, wasn't I? A way to make money so you could buy Marley's love. I went to sleep in your arms, and you went to work.
Right.
I actually thought you wanted to marry me. Remember that? Rachel was throwing a party on my behalf, and I told her that I wanted you to be my escort because we were in love. Remember me saying that to you? Remember laughing in my face? That was the night that you picked to tell me that Ken had been lying to me and that Matt Corey wasn't my father after all. And then there was the party.
Wind up on the bottom of a river.
You were good that night. You made it the worst night of my life.
If you know what's good for you, you'll get your inheritance and you will cut me a check fast.
And what if I can't?
You can't. Make up something. You have Rachel eating out of your hand. She'll give you the family jewels if you ask.
If I push Rachel any harder, she'll be even more suspicious. Then I'll lose everything. Then where would you be?
I think I'll be on Iris's doorstep telling her everything I know.
You wouldn't do that.
Yes, I would. I've got nothing to lose. No matter how I play this, I'm just trying to give you another chance.
Remember?
I didn't shoot you, did I?
There were times when I wished you would.
Like now?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just wondering what this feels like, Paulina.
Jake.
Pointing this at someone, seeing the look on their face, pulling the trigger, watching the blood come out. You see, you have all the experience with that and I don't. You know something, Paulina? I could probably do it and never serve a day. I'd say it was self-defense. You see, you tried to shoot me once. You came back to finish off the job before I got my memory back. You and Iris and Donna And Vicky, you all tries to put me in this little cage. You took away my life, you took away Marley, and you took away my business, and you didn't expect me to fight back. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna fight back.
Well, then do it. If you're gonna do it, do it.
Even at my worst, Paulina, I couldn't shoot anybody.
There are more ways to kill people, Jake. Oh, they might still walk around, but they're not the same. You ask Marley after what you did to her. Ask Rachel after she found out about us. We did murder, Jake. Because you were greedy. And I was desperate.
You know something? I don't think I want to be lumped in there with you. I mean, not only did you shoot an unarmed man, but Paulina, you let an innocent woman stand trial. The way I hear it, you got up on that stand and you lied your pretty little head off. How could you do it? How could you let her take the rap while you went on with your Cinderella life?
Cinderella life? That's what you think it is?
Shut up. I was in a coma, Marley was on her way to prison, and you were running around town with a congressman.
I live every minute of my life looking over my shoulder, wondering who's gonna find me out. I'm sunk so deep in my own lies, I feel like I'm drowning.
Good. Poor Paulina. I have paid my debt to society.
I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want any of it to happen. You made it happen, Jake. You did it. You did it to Marley, and you did it to me. The only difference is, you see, Marley has a family. She has people to protect her, to support her. She has
That makes it right. She's got a family, so send her to prison, right?
I knew she wouldn't go to prison, Jake. She was innocent. I'm not innocent. But I will swear on my life that I never meant to hurt her, or Rachel, or even you. Damn you. Why did you have to come into my life?
Every night, Paulina, I pray, and I ask the same thing. And the only answer that I can come up with is that we both got what we deserved.
Next.
I hear that stupid song in my sleep. Well, it's all out in the open now. That's good. I feel better. You feel better?
Yeah, I'm great.
Do you ever wish you could take it all back, Jake? I mean, I know you feel you got a rotten deal from people and all that, and I understand that, but I don't understand what makes you do the things you do. You pushed me, Jake. You badgered me until I snapped. And it wasn't just the one time, it was week after week after week. What makes you be so cruel? How could you sleep when you were doing that to me?
Well, it got easier as time went on.
All I did was care for you. And you wanted to take everything away from me. Just because you could.
Yeah, well, you sure stopped me.
Are you going to call the police? Is it money you want? Is that it? Jake?
Did I tell you that my scar's starting to fade?
Please don't call the police. It's not gonna help you. And it will kill me. I'll give you anything that you want. Money, a job, you name it. You want me to beg? I'll beg.
When I figure out what I want from you, I'll let you know. And honey, when you leave this time, clean up your mess.
All right, Jake. That's the way you want it. But this game is just beginning.
Falcon Beach is heating up SoapNet. Don't miss all the hot bods, steamy sex, and sizzling drama in this resort town. Falcon Beach, Saturday at noon and again Sunday at midnight on SoapNet.